It's beginning to sound like a broken record, but all the price segments for January in Steamboat Springs did pretty darn well, and the middle of the market, the 750,000 to 2 million, is no exception to that. Hi, this is John James with the James team at Remax Partners, coming to you with another Steamboat market update. Like I said, we're doing the middle of the market for January of 2021. And, as usual, we look at the main indicators first and then move our way into inventory, value, and the future. So starting with those main indicators, median sold price is up 4.1%. So it went from 1,025,000 up to 1,067,500. Not a big change on that, but as we get into these other numbers, you see those get pretty big. Especially the number of sales that went from 223 all the way up to 348. So that's an increase of 56.1%. Strong change right there for the positive for number of sales, and the sales volume is even stronger. That went from almost 251 million to 402,256,348. That's a 60.4% increase. Very, very strong right here. Not a surprise. Inventory, again, we first look at days on market and see where the median days on market is to sell a property right now. And that went from 80 down to 27. So that's a 66.3% drop in how long it takes to sell a property in this price segment. If you're looking at the entire segment and how much supply we have, last year we had 7.3 months, which was essentially kind of a buyer's market. And that's dropped down now to 3.7 months. So that's almost half of what it was before, 49.3% drop. And, we're looking at active listings, seeing kind of where the inventory is. We went from 135 in January of 2020, I should say, down to 81, and that's a 40% decrease. The one bright spot, and that has been pretty consistent, is new listings. New listings have been going up. They went from 317 in January of 20 up to 418, and that's a 31.9% uptick in new listings. But as we've been saying lately, is that the number of new listings is not offsetting the ones that are leaving the market, being pending and sold. So now let's look a little bit at the value. Where is, how valuable are things? Is looking at the price to list ratio. That has gone up by 1% from 97.1 to 98.1%. And you think, oh, that's not really a big change, but a 1% increase in the sales to list price is very big. That is very, very strong, because it usually stays high in the 90s, and the closer it gets to that 100%, the more we know we're getting multiple offers and over asking price for a lot of places. And price reductions, this tells us, are there very many happening right now? We had 11 last year in January. We dropped down to 9. That's an 18.1% drop. There's definitely more price reductions now than there were in December, but that is pretty much a very seasonal thing as well. Finally, let's look at the future. Pending listings. We had 251 pending listings in January of 2020. This year, it went all the way up to 466. That's an 85.7% change in the positive for pending listings. So we can look to see February is going to be pretty strong as well. And finally, the back on markets. We had 6 last year. There's 4 this year. That's a drop of about a third. I'm looking at this and seeing that the back on markets are starting to level out, and they're not being nearly as much of an indicator as they were just a few months ago. So there we have it. We have the January stats for the middle of the market. I'm going to do a market recap for 2020 for the same market shortly after this, and we'll keep on rolling with pretty much a video a day until you guys get sick of me or until February ends. And then we'll start it all over for the month of February when we start up March. If you have any questions, give me a call on 970-846-0797. You can text me there. Leave an email at johnjames@jamesteamsteamboat.com or drop a comment in the video. Love to hear from you. Take care.